That sucks. All right, first night in the campground. We got snow last night. Well, it's still kind of snowing this morning. Already running into some newbie problems. I guess where we were sitting, you know, the ground was so soft at times that eventually we started leaning to the right and we didn't notice it, you know, something slowly over time. We were sinking in the mud a little bit. And so, you know, everything seemed normal. Well, we get here and we're on a nice sturdy gravel surface and we got jack pads underneath our jacks and we're nice and level. And now going into the RV, it feels odd, I guess, because we're so used to it leaning that it's kind of like a funhouse effect, and I guess it's something we'll get used to. And you know, we're definitely level. I've checked several times, so we just got used to being unlevel. So yeah, weird. Like the doors work properly. I know that's weird to say. Like it's hard to explain, but like the shower door, when you would open it, it would just kind of close on you, so you'd have to hold it open if you were getting in. And now it just stays in one spot, which is cool. And the same with the sliding door in the middle of the RV. It doesn't kind of wobble when you open and close it. It's hanging on track and it's balanced. I got to get our sewer hooked up. We got about 3/4, of our tank full, so I need to dump it. And we do have hookups at this site, so I can leave the gray water open. So other than that, it was a good night. It's a quiet place. Obviously there isn't much business this time of year. We do have neighbors, but I'm more worried about us making noise than them. I haven't heard anything from them besides them starting a truck and leaving last night when we got here, which was not a problem. Yeah, so yeah, we're just getting used to being here. I am gonna have to get a block for our step as well, where we're at. I've got the front end jacked up pretty high to stay level, and that step is pretty high, and I have to pick Deuce up to get into the RV. So yeah, here's our water system, and all the way back there is our water. And the last time we hooked up at a site, our water was literally right next to our water station, so that hose was not long enough. I need to get another one, and I'm hoping our sewer hose is long enough, but it should be. That should be just fine. The RV park has a really cool playground. Looks like a pirate ship. It's pretty awesome. Steph's mom came by for the day, and we finally had a warm day here, so gotta get out, gotta enjoy it. So we're here for another 11 days. Our plan, we got several things we got to do before we take off. We have a lot of cleanup to do in Steph's mom's yard. So the next few days we'll be doing that and letting Padme visit with her grandma and her grandpa and her great-grandparents before we leave for a while. I also have to hook up the braking system on my car. And then it's just a lot of organizing and cleaning and figuring out what we want to do and where we want to go after Virginia Beach. We're going to stay in Virginia Beach a week, maybe 2, to visit my family, since usually we're only able to visit a couple of days at a time, maybe 3 days at a time. Other than that, we're just going to enjoy our time here. We are kind of taking the day off today. It is a nice warm day, so we're just taking walks around the campground, and I just brought Deuce back to the RV, cool him off and get some water. I actually had to turn on the AC. It's kind of hot, so I think it's about 70 degrees here, and yesterday there was snow on the ground. I did forget to mention that we do have 2 appointments to take the RV to as well. We have to take it to get serviced and kind of a mechanical shakedown, and then we also have to make an appointment for tires. Today we're going over to Steph's mom's house. Stephanie ordered a dump truck load of gravel to lay down in her driveway. Steph's mom didn't charge us a dime for staying there for so long, and we tore up the yard, we used electricity, and we used water, and she was paying all those bills, and we know she wouldn't accept cash from us in any way, so this is kind of one of our ways of helping to pay her back for everything she's done for us that she can't refuse. You can't make the dump truck turn around, so we're gonna go and spread this out and grade it out, and we also got some more cleanup to do over at the house as well, and just some more packing away of stuff of ours that needs to be put in the proper spot. So we're leaving the campground, we're on our way to Lyndhurst. You want me to keep shoveling? We're gonna go eat. We're gonna go eat some lunch.
We'll go eat first, and then we'll come shoveling, okay?
Well, that was a long day of shoveling, but we got it all done here behind me. And we also cleaned up where the RV was sitting. We moved all the gravel that was underneath the RV from the first time getting stuck and cleaned it all up. So, sun's going down now. I think we're all done with the work outside here. So, we have some stuff to clean up inside, and some of our stuff to put in better storage and into a better spot so it's not in the way. But that kind of wraps the heavy work of this day. So today marks 1 week at this campground. Since we had to book kind of last minute because we weren't sure if we were going to get out of the mud or not, we have to move sites today because somebody has booked where we're at in advance. Not a problem. I know generally most campsites don't like to move you around, but seeing as we booked last minute, it's kind of our fault, not theirs. So the next site isn't going to be as nice as this. It isn't going to be near the lake back here, but it is going to be a pull-through since this is a back-end site. Being a pull-through will be a little easier for me because I have to hook the braking system up to the tow car, and I'll be able to pull the car behind it and check everything and make sure it all works good and test hook everything up. So yeah, I'm going to get to work getting the RV ready to move. Well, we made it into our second spot. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go through the entire process again tomorrow morning when we go get service. But as I showed you guys, our front jack seems to be leaking some hydraulic fluid, which, you know, with this old of RV and having it jacked up all winter, is probably to be expected. So hopefully when we take it to get it serviced tomorrow, he'll be able to take a look at that. For now, the front jack did work, and I didn't see any fluid spray out when it was on its way down, so it looks like it's just kind of seeping out slowly. We're at our pull-through spot. It'll make it a lot easier to get the car ready to go, and we're gonna wake up bright and early tomorrow morning and take it to get serviced. We got to be there at 9 o'clock. That sucks. Well, here we are midweek. We made it out to get the RV serviced, and you know, it kind of went good and bad. You know, we budgeted for you know, a good amount in repairs, and I'll share the numbers with you. You know, being a 21-year-old RV, we did our best to make sure everything was solid, but we knew that, you know, we would have to get things serviced, and we would have to get tires, and you know, we planned for it. So, you know, if you want to do something like this, definitely, you know, if you get an older RV, you know, make sure that you got plenty of money and to fix it and get it ready for the road, and I will share those numbers with you. So, you know, there was the good, there was the bad. The good part about the service was that they did confirm that the engine looks great. There's no leaks. The transmission looks great. They did do a full service, so our total came out to $742.52. What did that get us? Well, that got us an oil filter and oil change, 2 fuel filters, which this motor has. Apparently, one had been changed, but there was a second one, I guess, that some people don't know about or is hard to get to, and they said it looked like it had never been changed, so that's great. And then we had a air dryer replacement. So I'm here at the tire shop, and apparently my debit and credit card both have spending limits on them. Never realized that. I've never had to spend a large amount on my debit or credit card, which I think it's a good thing. I mean, it means I'm protected, but I was unaware of that. So our tire purchase is $3,900, and my limit is $3,000. So I knew I had the money in the bank. I double checked. So I called the bank, and they were able to raise the limit for me, but I've got to wait 15 minutes. So I'm stuck here waiting, but just something interesting in case anybody's ever encountered that problem before. I've never had that issue, but I've also never spent that much in one shot. So yeah, just here killing time, waiting 15 minutes so I can pay for these tires and get back to the campground. So we're here getting the RV fixed, and it also appears that we have some sort of fuel leak. It's actually dripping on the ground. I could smell it and clearly see it. So, and then there's the transmission issues, but he's pretty sure that what we looked up on the internet is probably the thing, something with the slides or the jacks not sensing correctly. So we're gonna get that looked at, and he said he's dealt with that before, and he's actually got all the software to run our transmission codes. So hopefully everything goes okay today. We'll see. Are you having issues? You're stuck on the grass seat bag.
I can't pick it up. It's just too heavy.
They're too heavy.
Yeah, hold it up. Are you recording right now?
Yes.
Hold it up.
What am I holding?
Hold it. Just hold it. Because I gotta move this grass. This is also heavy.
All right.
There you
Are
go.
they safe and sound?
I hope so.
They're a little crooked, but I think they'll be all right. We need to throw all these boxes away.
Yeah, I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll be alright till we get there.
All right. So this morning we're checking out of Walnut Hills Campground here in Stanton, and we're going to be hitting the road for Virginia Beach. It's been a long 2 weeks, saying goodbye to friends and family, and trying not to be emotional. And yeah, we're looking forward to this trip. We hope we make it with no problems. There are still a few issues on the RV, but none of them seem to be major. We did get the second service done. It was another $870. But we're all fixed up as far as the motor goes. We got a full tune-up. The sensor for our jacks has gone bad, and because of time crunch, because we were leaving today, he just unplugged the sensor and he said we just need to go visually check that they're up. And that's something I'll look at getting fixed while we're in Virginia Beach, but we should be safe to hit the road. I just don't have any lights that light up on the dash and tell me they're down, so I just need to visually check them. And I'm going to be stopping occasionally to take a break from driving, and because, you know, it is going to be a little nerve-wracking this first time out on the highway. I mean, it's a big vehicle. I've driven a large vehicle before, a big box truck and cab over, so I'm used to having the wheels behind me, but it's still a bit of a learning curve, and the wind likes to blow you around, so I'm sure I'll be white-knuckling it for a while before I get real comfortable. Also, I'll be towing a car for the first time with this RV, so that'll be interesting. I've never four-wheel towed, so hope everything goes well. Gonna make sure we hook it up right. So that's gonna be it for this episode. Our next episode will be us on our way to Virginia Beach to spend time with family, and yeah, hope we make it. We should. I'm fairly confident. I haven't fully gained trust in this RV, but we should. But if you like what you see, please subscribe, and we'll see you out there.